So for this first one, so we've got a double sign here. So I'm going to change that to negative 8 minus 17, which means we start at negative 8. And then we're subtracting 17 from it. So that means we're going to the left 17 times, which is the same as 8 plus 17, but negative. So we end up at negative 25. For multiplying, remember a positive and a positive makes a positive, a negative and a negative makes a negative, negative and positive makes a, oh, that should be positive. Negative, positive, negative makes a negative. So here we have a negative and a positive, so our answer is going to be negative. 9 times 35, 9 times 5 is 45, 27 plus 4 is 31, so negative 315. Double sign again, so that's going to be 13 plus 21, which would be 43, 44. A negative divided by a negative is going to get us a positive. So then negative 36 divided by 6 is just positive 6. A negative times a negative gets us a positive. So then we just do 10 times 10, which is 100. We have a double sign here. So let's simplify that first. Same way we simplify it, just up here. So that would become a minus 5 minus 7. So you would start at 5, take away 7, but that gets you to 0 if you take 5 away. So you have to take 2 more away. That gets you negative 2. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. So then 72 divided by 9 is negative 8. This one has no double negative, so it's just negative 2 minus 14. So you start at negative 2 and then subtract 14 and end up at negative 16. A positive divided by a negative is going to get us a negative. Opposite signs gets us a negative. 50 divided by 5 is 10. And then we make it negative. Have a double sign here. So negative 38. 2 negatives make a positive. So plus 12. So that's starting at negative 38. And then moving to the right 12, which would be negative 26. No double signs here, so it's just negative 46 plus 61. Since 61 is bigger than 46, I know the answer is going to be positive. So basically, we can just do 61 minus 46. It's the same problem, and that'll get you 15. Positive times a negative gets us a negative. So 91 times 7 is 637, and we're going to make it negative. So this, remember, is negative 1 times 2 to the third, which is negative 1 times 2 times 2 times 2, which would be negative 8. Here it's negative, and then 4 times 4, which would be negative 16. This one's negative 10 times negative 10, which is 100. And then this is negative 5/8 times negative 5/8, which would make that a positive. A negative times a negative is a positive. And then for multiplying fractions, you multiply straight across. So 5 times 5 is 25. 8 times 8 is 64. Exponential notation. So this is, the 1 is in the 100 spot. So that'd be 1 plus 10 squared. 10 squared is equal to 100 plus 6 times 10 to the first, plus 5 times 10 to the 0, plus 9 times 1 over 10 to the first. Here, 4 is in the 1 spot, so it's 4 times 10 to the 0. We skip this 0 and go straight to the 3. So that'd be plus 3 times 1 over 10 squared, because it's in the second spot. 0's in the 1, 3's in the second spot, 8's in the third spot. Plus 8 times 1 over 10 cubed. I find it helpful to write out these powers. So that's 1,000, that's 100, 0.1, 0.01, 0.001. So that means we have 7,300, and then it jumps to a decimal of 914. Adding, subtracting fractions, we need the same denominator first. So 7 and 5 both go into 35. So I'm going to multiply this fraction by 7 on bottom, which means 7 on top. Over here, we're going to multiply by 5 on bottom, so that means 5 on top. So we get 5 over 35 plus 14 over 35 equals 19 over 35. 5 and 10 both go into 10, so we only need to multiply the right fraction. That's going to be by 2 over 2, because 5 times 2 is 10. And then you do the same thing on top. First fraction we keep as it is. That's 3/10 plus 2/10 equals 5/10. And then 5 goes into both 5 and 10. So we get 1/2. Subtraction's the same thing. 8 and 4 both go into 8. So we're going to only need to multiply the right fraction. 4 times 2 is 8, so we multiply the top by 2 as well. So we get 7/8 minus 6/8 equals 1/8. For multiplying fractions, you just go straight across. So 7 times 1, 8 times 4, that's 7 over 32. Nothing goes into both of those numbers, so we're done. Next one is 5 over 18. There's no number that divides into 5 and 18, so we're done. This one would be 22 over 36. 2 goes into both 22 and 36. We get 11 over 18. For fractions of a number, all this means is you take the whole number, divide it by the fraction, and then multiply it by the top. So this ends up becoming 36 divided by 3 times 1. That's how you could rewrite it, which would equal 12. Here we could rewrite this as 40 divided by 5 times 2. 40 divided by 5 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16. 21 divided by 7 times 3, which would be 3 times 3, which equals 9.